Hey, fellow Brick fans, DJ Bricks here, back for another video, and today I have a review on a LEGO Ninjago 2022 set that unfortunately came out at the beginning of the year. I'm just now getting to it. It is Jay's Thunder Dragon EVO. It is set number 71760, recommended for ages 6 and up, comes with 140 pieces, and it retails here in America for about $20 US. Comes with two figures, nice dragon build. Has that EVO function that got introduced with the core line, and we'll get into all that in a minute. Let's start deconstructing it and seeing how it stacks up, starting as always with the minifigure. So looking at Jay, this is pretty much his core outfit for the new season. For his accessory, he gets a pair of nunchucks, as always. They're built a little differently from previous incarnations. One of them's built upside down, the one that's in his hand, but they just use like silver and gunmetal gray. The other thing, getting into the main figure, he does reuse the hairpiece introduced last year for the island sets with the bandana dual molded into the hair there. He does have a substantial change to his color scheme. You have some sand blue down there at the legs, and you have one arm here in cool yellow, as well as various, all the yellow on his torso is supposed to be cool yellow, but as you can see, there is a little bit of a printing issue, quality issue on my figure here, where the opacity is just not there, so it just kind of looks muted. That would have really helped this color scheme work a little bit better, because I think the cool yellow is supposed to kind of invoke the lightning of his powers, so I don't mind the color scheme too much. I just think maybe the sand blue shouldn't be here, but there is the back torso printing, and then the head is just the same J head we've been getting since Ninjago movie. It's the same exact head. Do the EVO play feature of the set, he does get a little bit of an upgrade. You add his ninja hood, which does have that cool yellow bandana molded in. That's just reused from the Legacy line. And then he gets this shoulder pad, also not a new part, but good to see again. And you give him a katana here for that sheath, and as you can see, it's molded in cool yellow, which is new for this year for that part. It's a good new color, and they are so far exclusive to the core line, and they only really show up when we get Jay in the sets. So getting into the conflict of the set, we get Viper Flyer. Pretty much, this is the standard bad guy for the wave, but they are all the same leg print, same torso print, same head mold that is reused from the Pyro Vipers from few seasons back. The only thing that changes is the accessories. That they are given. You have a silver katana this time, and then you have this entire back apparatus, which I think is supposed to be something that enables flight based off the name, but it is just that neck attachment piece with some barbs. Taking the head and the backpack thing off, you can see the back torso printing. You can also see the front torso printing a little bit better. Again, it's all the villains of this wave use the exact same prints, so there's virtually no difference. So taking a look at the build this out, consistent with the rest of the EVO line, I'm going to start by taking a look at what the main model is before you do the whole EVO power-up gimmick. So this is what you're left with after you complete that first process of the build. It's pretty much labeled as a companion. It's got a lot of light blue, dark blue, some of that cool yellow that got introduced with Jay in these new core sets. It looks pretty unfinished, but that again is par for the course with these EVO sets. They just want to give you something basic so you can have something to build, but encourage building on top of. So you got a lot of unfinished stuff. The back of the tail here, top of the head, where you got these little holes on the inner legs there. You got a nice head with some exposed there, but this head is really nicely done. That is a new piece, dual molded for 2022. The jaw is not, but it is molded in this nice new cool yellow color. You got a nice print on the eye there, which is really nice, but and you got some feet down there as well. Build, again, pretty simple, but I'm going to go add all the EVO stuff onto the thing. Okay, with all the EVO stuff added on, we can see there's a center abdomen section that got added to lengthen the model up. It's just attached with Technic pins. You got a little bit more bulk added to the tail with this piece, so you got a nice gold piece added here with some lightning on it for the back detail of the tail. You got some nice, these wing pieces are new for 2022. They are molded in a gold with some trans yellow molded in. You got two Technic spots to connect them together. We'll see in future sets, but they pretty much just go on there. You get a 2x2 round tile on the top of the head there to cover that Technic piece sticking out, and then biggest change is you get a seat up here to put Jay on with the Woo banner, which is a collectible for this year, for the season, and this one is the Speed banner with a nice image of a dragon. The opacity on the white on that print, not that great, so that is unfortunate, but that seat is pretty basic, but you can fit Jay on there pretty easily, and he just sits in there nicely, so that is pretty cool. But we're going to go over articulation. So for articulation, the head, it can move side to side, but that is only when it is straight on. If you move it up or down, that's how far it can move up, and that's how far it can go down, you can't. That side to side action is only when it's facing straight up. You can't move it side to side when it's hinged up or down. You can open up the jaw pretty far, so that is pretty cool. That's done using a newer piece for 2022 with two clips on either side. The front legs, you can move them all the way up, forward, backward. You can get 360. The wings here in the corner, in the middle leg, they can swivel and they can hinge out and up and down, so you can get some nice poses there. The feet are pretty much can rotate any which way you want them to get them flat on the ground. Back legs are pretty much the same. They're just built a little different, so you can only get it back that far. with the build there. That's about the only limitation, but the ankles are still the same. And then the tail here, you can pretty much just curl it nice and around. You can get some nice whipping poses. So this is pretty well articulated as well, so you can get this thing nicely articulated. I'm going to see if I can get it standing on its hind legs, if it has oh, yep, it has enough in the stiffness in the joints that you can get this thing standing on its hind legs. So that is pretty cool. That is really nice stiffness of the joints that Lego put into this dragon. So overall, very nicely done build, very nice color scheme. Not few flaws, but we'll get into that in the closing opinions. So looking over the extra pieces for this set, not that many. We get extra chain, a couple extra katanas, especially that new rare color for this wave of sets, that cool yellow katana. So that's pretty cool. So taking a look at the instructions, it's the box side, as we always see, stapled magazine style. You got the badly cropped QR code there in the corner. For this set, consistent with the core line, you get these nice little drawings of telling the story of the sets and how the EVO gimmick is supposed to work. That you upgrade the dragon, then you get the banner and whatnot, which is really nice, and then you defeat. And then you get, at the back of this one, you don't get a cross out, you just get the parts inventory, and then Ninjago Movie Lloyd sporting the product feedback thing. Looking at the box for the set, typical like $30 to $20 size box here. You got that nice aesthetic that they've established for the Ninjago season for 2022 here. You got the nice red border, this nice kind of illustration of Sensei Wu with one of the core ninja of the set, this one being Jay. You got this nice product shot of the set with some nice, like, almost cartoony design from to go for the general aesthetic there. Set specs on the side. Top of the box, you just have Jay spoiling the actual size reference there, minifigure name callouts and whatnot. Back of the box, they just have show off of that whole EVO play feature of the set, as well as showing the collectible banner that you get in the set. Again, I've said this before in previous videos for this line. I do not like this white background. I get that it's the aesthetic that they chose to go with for this sub theme, but this to me as a consumer just looks unfinished. So I would have liked to have seen something back here, but it is what it is. So getting into my final thoughts for the set, build wise, pretty standard for in what this EVO line is going for, where you get this base basic build for the start of the dragon, and then you add pieces onto it. That first part looks unfinished, it's supposed to, but with the EVO, there's still some issues with like the articulation, some of the design, but this is aimed at 6-year-olds, so it is within that realm of easy to buildness. Give kids a nice little challenge, but encourage creativity. Always like that. Figures, you get Jay, you get the villain for this season. That's pretty standard. You get hero, villain, conflict. Nice little thing for $20. You get Jay's hair in there as well. You get some nice torso prints. That Viper Flyer only comes in like one other big set, so that's nice. Quality, Only real issues I have here are the prints on the actual dragon, the eye print on the head, and then the banner, the opacity on both. They are nicely designed. It's just they're not as opaque as they need to be. Same thing with Jay's torso as well. The cool yellow on his torso, it just does not shine as they advertise on the box. And speaking of the box, still do not like that white background on the back of the box. I get that it's the aesthetic of what they're going for the core line. It's just, to me as a consumer, again, it just looks unfinished to me. So that's no bueno for me. And going over the price here, $20 for this set is well worth that. You get a nice build for Dragon for $20. You get 2 figures, good play value here, good build value, good parts pack. Overall, very worth that $20 to me. So all in all, this set does get an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Again, highly recommend it for Ninjago fans, for builders, for little kids. This set you can't go wrong with. That does it for this video though, and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I always look forward to your feedback. I always look forward to having discussions with you guys. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell if you haven't already, because it really helps out the channel. And I will see you in the next video. Until next time, stack on.